This year's Senate campaign is the race in Arizona between incumbent Democratic Senator Mark Kelly and Republican challenger Blake Masters. Kelly is a former astronaut who was elected to the Senate last year in replace of Martha McSally, and Masters is the Republican who used to work for the law firm ran by Republican mega donor Peter Thiel, who has donated millions of dollars to his campaign. This race is important, and the polls have been pretty close, but have shown Kelly with a steady lead all throughout. Back in mid-August, Kelly had a lead of around 8 points, 8 or 9 points, depending on the date. But as the Republican trend nationally started to continue forwards, Masters started to gain some support and close the gap amongst Kelly, the Democrat, who's also been a victim of the nationwide trend of a general dislike for Democrats, mainly due to the economy and also issues as crime. But Kelly still was a 3 point lead, which is right within the margin of error for the polls. Looking at the specific polls, the more recent ones, Kelly's up by just about one or 2 points, which is definitely within the margin of error. Some polls have him up by 10 or 18, but these are also pollsters for the Democratic Party, so though they're slightly less trustworthy than these other more neutral polling sites. But Kelly was a slight lead, although the race could go either way. Arizona is a purple state with two Democratic senators right now, the other one being the moderate Kyrsten Sinema, but a Republican governor in Doug Ducey, who is no longer running for re-election. That race features Republican candidate Kari Lake, who is a vehement opponent of the 2020 election, and Blake Masters is also in that category, although not as extreme. Before August of 2022, he was more embracing of Trump's election lies that he actually won. During August he removed part of his campaign website that said that he believed that Trump won, and that there were massive election fraud in the country in an attempt to be more moderate, but still shares concerns over voting machines that come from baseless conspiracy theories. Kelly is a more moderate Democrat who's not really a very exciting politician in anyway. He's working as his website says for Arizona's economy and their water security as climate change continues, and the Colorado River continues to deplete in its substances. Both candidates agree that the border needs to be more strictly monitored, although they disagree on what exactly needs to be done and what policies should be implemented. And this is a race that might end up deciding control of the Senate, because in a 50-50 Senate with a few toss-up seats, it could go any way. So people in Arizona certainly need to get out and vote in this race, as Kelly could be the 50th vote for Democrats that they need to maintain the majority, or alternatively, Masters could be the 51st vote that gives Republicans a majority. So a very important race in Arizona that could go either way.